What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another late night Cleveland Browns video for you guys. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about some potential linebacker options for the Cleveland Browns. As you look at our linebacking core, and honestly, it's not bad. There's just not a lot of depth. You got JOK. Technically, you got Anthony Walker and Sione Takitaki, but remember, they're coming off of injuries, and we don't know how they're going to be. In fact, Sione Takitaki might not be back until at least the middle of the season. And Anthony Walker, I don't know how he's going to be coming off that injury, so you don't really want to put too much on their plates, coming off of major injuries. And other than those two, you have Tony Fields, and you have some like depth guys. They signed like Matthew Adams, who's like a special teams dude. They also brought in, I believe, two in undrafted free agency. One of them is a guy that I really like, and Mohamed Diabate. I believe that's how you say his first name. Correct me if I'm wrong, as always. But yeah, the Browns really like him because they paid him a good amount of money to come here. So they truly believe that he could possibly make the team and maybe make an impact of some sort. Now, I got four potential linebacker options that the Cleveland Browns could look at. Now, it's important to note that these are not big names. They're most likely going to be cheap options, maybe a few $1,000,000 at the most. But hey, maybe they can come in here and I got an itch. I hate that. Don't you just hate that when you got an itch, man? Bugs the crap out of me. But let's talk about these options, shall we? So the first linebacker I'm going to talk about is a guy that I actually wanted when he was in the draft a few years ago. And I believe he dropped because of injury concerns. And that guy is Myles Jack. Now, when he's healthy, Myles Jack can be an absolute dog on the field. I mean, the dude balled out for Jacksonville, and he just hasn't really lived up to what he did when he first got to Jacksonville. But man, oh man, if you get a healthy Myles Jack, you're going to be very, very happy. But yeah, I think he could come in cheap, maybe $1 million, if that. And I think he could really contribute if we were to bring him in. Another guy is the guy that has some familiarity with Jim Schwartz's defense, as I believe he played in Tennessee when Jim Schwartz was there. And that guy is actually Zach Cunningham, former Texan. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't mind Zach Cunningham, again, for the right price. He's solid. And there's also another Tennessee linebacker that I'm going to get to in a minute. But before I get to him, of course, I have to talk about the guy that we acquired right before the trade deadline last year, Deion Jones. I think there's always that possibility that we bring him back. He was solid for us last year. I mean, he didn't do a whole lot, but he did good when he came in. I was actually shocked that we traded for him. But remember, we acquired him after the injuries happened and we were kind of short on linebackers. So we decided, screw it. Let's go out and get Deion Jones, who I believe was away from the Falcons. Like he wasn't even playing at the time. And brought him in, and he was solid. I think he actually did have a multi-year deal left, but we avoided those years and made him a free agent. So I could see us bringing him back. I really could. He was really good when he came to Cleveland. Made some good plays for us, too. Now, the final guy I'm going to talk about, again, played for Tennessee when Jim Schwartz was there for a little bit, the last couple of years, and that is Jayon Brown. Now, out of these four guys, I think the guy that I would really want, obviously, is Myles Jack. I would not mind Deion Jones or Cunningham or Brown, but man, if we got Myles Jack and we were able to get the most out of him, that would be a big W in my book, for sure. But I mean, you look at our linebacking core, we could definitely use depth, and any of these four guys would give us great depth. Now, like I said in my last video, when I talked about running backs, knowing me, all four of these guys are going to sign elsewhere, and we're probably going to sign some random guy like Kyle Van Noy or, Nick Kwiatkowski or someone like that, like Corey Littleton, Kevin Pierre-Louis. What about Leonard Floyd? I did see he was listed as a linebacker on Spotrac, but my God, he wants a lot of money from what I saw. If his price goes down a lot, maybe we take a look, but I think he's more of an edge rusher. Well, he would kill two birds with one stone. I don't know if he'd want to come here, though, because our pass rush room is pretty packed right now. I'm not going to lie. Although, remember, Andrew Berry said we're going to add at least one edge. So I did see something that said, I guess we were possibly going to talk to the Commanders about Chase Young. Boy, if we get Chase Young, oh my God. Boy, man, oh man, I'm gonna go crazy on camera if we pulled that off. But of course, talks didn't even start. No. I wouldn't be shocked though if the Browns maybe tried to pull a move, during the deadline. Let's say the Commanders reek and they want to get off of Chase Young because they know they're not going to extend him or anything. They want to give him a chance to show out for a new team. What if Andrew Berry, hits the phone line, calls up the Commanders, says, "Hey, how about you get Chase Young over to Ohio? Pair him with Myles Garrett." Yeah. My God, rest in peace to quarterbacks if that's the case. And then Chase Young just all of a sudden stays healthy, and he just becomes a man eater to go along with Miles. Get me fantasizing again. Just love it. But I expect Andrew Berry to be rather busy over the next couple weeks. He said it himself. He's probably going to add at least one or two pieces to the defense before camp season really starts up, just for more competition and more depth. So we'll see what else we do. But I expect at least a couple more moves. Running back, edge rusher, maybe another D tackle, and possibly a linebacker. And that's it for me. So let me know what you guys think of these four names. Is there anyone that I missed that you might think the Browns could go after? I mean, who knows? I mean, I did mention a couple other names, like Nick Kwiatkowski, Corey Littleton, Kevin Pierre-Louis, Kyle Van Noy. Who knows what we're going to do at linebacker? We could just say, screw signing one and just hope that, like, Diabate or, someone else really shows up in camp and maybe takes a spot. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Shout out to everybody. And again, I will see you all later. I will be live twice, of course, for the NHL Draft Lottery. And then later on at about, 10 p.m., I believe it is, I'll be live for Lakers and Warriors. Should be a blast. So, hope to see you guys there. Crazy Dog, let's go Browns. And I'm out.